So I can assure you that we're soon going to be finished with all the different database features, but I just want to show you one more of them, and then we can soon wrap up and start getting ready to build some projects again. But this video is about linked databases and linked database views. They were previously called linked databases, but now they're called linked database views. So what is it? Basically, it allows you to create a view of a database or like an instance of a database that exists somewhere on a completely different Notion page. So maybe you have your recipe database in one place and you want to show your recipes somewhere else as well. So you can create a view of that database somewhere else to basically access the same information from multiple places. And as an example, I've got our recipes database back. So our good old recipes database, just as before. So we have it here, and this time it's actually inline so that I can show you this on one page. And if we go down here and we just add a new block, we can search for linked view of database. And this is what we want to do. So if I click on this, we will get this menu again. And remember how I told you that last time we didn't want a data source? This time we actually do want a data source, because that's exactly what linked database views actually are. So in this case, we can actually just select this database, because if you scroll up, or if you scroll up in a minute, this is actually exactly the database that we have at the top over here. So we want this to be the data source for this view so that we can see the data of this database here as well. Let's click on that. And now we see this database in here. So basically we now have the database duplicated, but it's not really duplicated because this is still the original database. And this is just viewing this data over here in a different way, basically. Now, what's cool about that is that you can still change the original database from the view. So down here, let's go to the Italian roast potatoes. And let's say last time we cooked them, they were actually much better than 3 out of 5. So let's move them up to 5 out of 5. So if I change the Italian roast potatoes to 5 stars, and we go back up to our top database, you see the Italian roast potatoes here also have 5 stars. So we just changed something in the view, and it also was updated in the original database. So again, this allows you to basically edit your database from any place inside of your Notion workspace without having to be on the exact page where that database lives. Another great feature about these linked views of databases in Notion is that you can actually view multiple databases in one. And let me show you how that works. So we have this view over here, which is the linked database recipes view, basically. And now if I want to add a new view and click on this, I can actually choose a different data source. So I have other data sources in here as well. Maybe I want to, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, but let me just add the CRM data. So this is a completely different database, something we'll cover later in this course. But now I basically see these two different databases inside of one because I'm using the linked views. And this is really powerful in other use cases, not in this one, but in other use cases. For example, if you run a business and you have a database for all of your sales and you have a database for all of your costs, and now you can actually view both the sales and the costs inside of one database. And you can kind of switch back and forth between them to quickly check things out, compare things, and to create really powerful dashboards for your entire company. That's it already for this video. And in the next one, we'll take a look at groups and subgroups in Notion databases, which I promise will be the last video about the theoretical part of Notion features in databases. And then we'll go on to do some cooler stuff and to build some more projects.